Yeah, so Cyber Monday, we saw a deal for Ancestry. I'm sure a lot of people did. We could get these DNA test kits for, I think they're originally like around $200. We got it for like 99 and some change, something like that. Me and Mickey thought it'd be interesting to see exactly where we kind of came from. Now, I'm doing this video instead of Mickey today because Mickey decided not to do her hair and makeup, and that's just, to her, it's unacceptable to be on the camera at that point. So we're just gonna go through this real quick. I'm gonna do the kit, and then Mickey will do hers off camera, and then we'll do a whole video when she actually, when everything comes back and we get our results and whatnot. So I'm just gonna walk through what's inside of here, and then I'll go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna do it on camera. It's kind of disgusting. So when you first open it up, and it's got, this is the first thing in here, and this has all the instructions. It tells you to activate your kit and to gather DNA. It's really that simple. It's actually really easy too. So you open it up, it's got your DNA, or all your information right here, how to enter your stuff, make sure you register it online and whatnot. And then it's got all of your directions to actually do it. So what it comes with is a bag for the sample to go in once you're done taking it. It's got this right here. It's like a little spit tube, because that's what you use as saliva. And you fill it up to the black wavy line, and then you put this cap on it, and then when you screw the cap down, like this blue liquid in the top breaks off, and you shake it, and it's like a stabilizer for when it transfers, or for when you send it. And then you have your first class prepaid box that it comes with, and that's pretty much it. It's a really simple kit. So me and Mickey are gonna send it off and see where we come from.
So here's what it looks like up close. Here is the sample kit. Here is the bag that it goes in. And here is the little box that they provide to send back to you, or to send back to them. And
you're going to have to edit out that back part that you just showed.
And there's all the steps. Easy peasy.
So here I am in my glory, part 2 to this video, because part 1 you just saw Jason, but we finally got our Ancestry results back, and I printed out mine and I printed out Jason's because I don't have the connection to do it from the computer and talk to you like that. I'm not that advanced, so I just printed it out. It's just as good, but anyways, Jason's is pretty much plain Jane. Mine's a little more different than Jason's, but I'll go first since mine's more and his is less, because he could easily talk and make his 3 times longer than it needs to be. So anyways, so this is pretty much kind of like how it looks like online, just printed out in each section. So this is my Ancestry. It shows you your, was it ethnicities? Mm-hmm. It shows you all of them, and it shows you your percentages at the end of what they are. So that is what it is. I'll insert exactly what it is, so that way you can see while I'm talking about it. But my majority is Native American, and that's not like Indian of Native American.
Okay.
It's like, it's not
so
like...
she's not Native American like Indian, but like her ancestry is native of the Americans. So like her family her genetic code is from this continent, but it's not like Indians from this continent.
So it's not Native American Indians. I don't belong to a tribe, basically. I'm just from the native of America. But my majority of it is 40%. It's Northwest Mexico and Southern California coast. My next one is Iberian Peninsula, which is 22%. And the next one is Eastern or European East, which is 10%. And then I am Great Britain, which is 8. Europe West, which is 7. Europe South, which is 4. And let's see, European Jewish, which is 2%. That explains my frugalness. Finland, Northwest Russia is 2. And Africa North is 1%. And then it tells me the negative, basically the less thans. And I don't really consider that too important. So, but the cool thing about it, like I said, it shows you your region, basically where everything started from. And it shows, it color codes it and everything. And then it comes and shows you like when your family originated from. And it has the time, the actual year. And it just shows you like as it goes through, it progressed through this, I guess, the centuries.
Yeah, how your family migrated, how your genetics migrated to where it's from.
Mine mainly just focuses on the Americas because that's where a majority of my background is from. But that is mine. Jason's gonna show you his. His, like I said, is pretty plain Jane. He didn't really go very far because his mom's side is from Great Britain, so it's not like they need to know where his mom's side's from. It's mostly from his father's side.
Okay, so here's mine. No, it's not nearly as much information as Mickey's. So it says estimated, our ethnicity estimate. That's improper. It says Great Britain 61%. Europe West 11%, Scandinavian 10%, Ireland, Scotland, Wales 10%, and migration is Pennsylvanian settlers. So that would be the Pilgrims. That would be when America started, pretty much. So as you can see, pretty much here's the little graph that tells you where those places are from, like where they existed in history. And then this shows you the Pennsylvania settlers. So right from, good old Europe, smack dab over to America, 1700s, and then pretty much the same thing every time. It's right over from Europe, right into Pennsylvania, Jersey area, which is, funny enough, where most of my English side of the family, most of my English side of the family in America lives in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, basically the New England area. But according to this, that's also where my father's side of the family originated in America too, when they came over as settlers. And it just pretty much shows you that it's went a couple other places, but the majority is just sitting in the Pennsylvania settler area. There you go, that's me. Pretty much as plain as you can get. Just nothing too crazy and special.
So we waited like about, I want to say like 6 weeks.
It was about 2 months.
Yeah,
about 2 months.
It took a little while because we had submitted it during when they were doing the Olympics, and they were having a sale at that time for the Olympics, so everybody probably just bought it and then did theirs because, the Olympics was going on and they wanted to know where they were coming from. But that was pretty much it. I mean, sorry it's not more interesting, but that's as neat as it gets. You don't get anything really official in the mail. You just you go on your login and you print it out or look it up if you want. But I did it for my side of the family, so me and my brother actually know what we are, because my dad's side, we didn't really have a clue exactly, because my dad's side did come from what was it? I want to say like the Europe area. We just didn't. I didn't know personally, and my brother didn't know exactly from where. So that just explains a lot from my side of the family, what it is. And I mean, I think it'd be neat eventually if my mom did one. That way we would know exactly, you know, what she is, her background is, since we have more of an idea what my dad's side is from. But I mean, Jason's is pretty plain Jane, and it's not hard to figure out where he's from.
Now, there is one thing I noticed on here. If you do these, right, and it says things like Europe West and Europe North and stuff like that, the only reason it says that, okay, is because this is a mapping of DNA. It's not a mapping of countries, right? So if your DNA shows that you were French, well, they're not going to put France on here because at one time France wasn't a country, but there was a known genome that comes from that area. Just like Germany has changed sizes so many times over the centuries and millennia, it's not going to say, oh, you're German. It's going to say you're things like Scandinavian and stuff like that, because that's what genome comes from there. The only countries you'll ever really see labeled on this would be like your Ireland, Scotland, Wales, because those are only the 3 groups that have ever existed there. Same thing for Great Britain. Britain's pretty much been the same people forever, since it was settled.
Same with like Africa.
Yeah, you'd say things like Africa, because Africa's been the same, it's been the same genetic in Africa forever. Africa's never been taken over by someone else, or, you know, like the native Africans have never been taken out of their country and then another genetic code be in there. So if you do these, don't get don't get worried, because it's very broad in some specters. That's just how history goes in the world. It's not, you know.
It's not current with their current countries, like it kind of basically what it is now. Because obviously, like he said, things have changed. We've had different wars and countries have taken over different spots. This is just how it originated from. So, like I said, it used the current map that it has right now, like we all follow, but it has broad circles over the area where it suggests that your family originated from. It's not pinpoint, but I think there's another DNA test on there that actually gives you more information. It costs a little more, but if you want to know more into detail about that, I mean, obviously you can buy the next level up of the DNA.
Yeah, and it also does have, when you actually go online and go onto your profile, it does have things like, you know, the Ancestry thing does the leaf thing. So if you find someone on Ancestry that might be related to you, you'll be able to connect to that person. You'll be able to find out if you're related. Well, when you do this test, if someone else has done the test, it has a matching system that will be able to match you to like direct siblings if they're on there, or first, second, third, and fourth cousins and things like that. So it's not just this information. It does, the site does allow you to do a lot more with the information you get. Of course, you have to pay for those kind of things, but it is, you know, it does help you a lot if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
And as well, you can also start your own side of the family tree. So I started mine, my side basically kind of like the Wilkins/Nelson side, and already I got emails from the Ancestry website. They have their own version of their emails, and I already had some family members reach out to me saying, oh, who was your mother and your grandparents, you know, and you know, your grandparents was my you know, uncle, your grandmother was my, you know, my aunt. And so I've already had a couple of family members do that, and as well it does suggest like other family members, but if you want to actually look at their family tree, you do have to pay extra for that. It's not really something that we are looking into to find the rest of our family, as per se.
Yeah, but like if you were adopted for some reason and you got curious about it, like that might be a route for you to be able to find that stuff, or you know, other situations like that, or if you're just interested in that stuff.
We just wanted to know our broad background of our history, just because I didn't really know exactly, like I said, what my actual ethnicities were per se, and since we have our son Andrew, you know, it's just good information for him to have, just to show off in the future, and you know, just to keep going down the line.
I pretty much knew what I was.
His play Jay.
I just as white as they come. Nothing special about me, you know. But yeah.
But I mean, it actually surprised me because I thought I would have been more, I guess you would say, Mexican than what I actually was. I mean, I thought I would be at least 50% or more, but I'm actually 40%. So that actually really surprised me. And you finding out that you're Scandinavian kind of surprised you a little bit.
I mean, it did, but
it was more surprising because I wouldn't have pictured that from him. But the other ones that really surprised me the most was the kind of like the Great Britain kind of thing. I didn't think I was really kind of British, I guess you would say, but I am. So that's kind of funny. So it explains why I look the way I do, and I don't look like the rest of my family, which are more dark complected. I got the lighter gene in the family.
I mean, nothing special about me. Nothing at all.
But we just wanted to share our experience with you and what we kind of thought about it. I think overall,
it was a fun experience.
Yeah,
it was nice waiting for it, and you know, actually getting to know who we really were.
I think like 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, I think I would rate it as a 4.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, for the money we paid, you know, we got it on special. I think we paid like what, like $60 for it for both,
60,
or 50 per, 60 per.
60 or 50.
Yeah, because it's close to $100 every for one now, but you get them on sale. Well worth the price. It's really easy. It's not
like Ancestry did not sponsor us. We paid it out of our own pocket. I did not contact them. They did not contact me. I'm just mainly doing this to share my experience and our backgrounds, because to me it's just interesting to know where you're from and where you came from. So I just wanted to share that. So we just wanted to share that with you. We want to say thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you know, you can comment down below, and like this video if you want. We would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we would.
Thanks.
Bye.